Sugar. Oh. How many points I got? I got 17. I don't know. Yo, get these clowns off. Grandma's gonna be staying here. Grandma's gonna be.
Didn't know that?
No. Yes.
Then the six-string circus comes to town. We made lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing. Every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah. The smoke that we're getting, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, you're a little shy thing with a wild side on a night like this. And just can't hide, cause it's time to live it up. So come on and raise your cup.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll come out in the pistol. Play clock winding down. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They get it off at 1. Elway. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Elway now off of play action. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now Elway on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down, here's Wilson. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he gets this one all the way right down inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And the wideout in motion. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
6 yards to go here on second down. In motion is the tight end, Bram. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. And this offensive unit, they have to face a third down and 12 now. On third down, Wilson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guy.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was fourth down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. Don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10, Elway again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And the play clock's running down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break up a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be first down 49ers. Time running out here on the play clock. They get it off at 1. Elway. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Elway. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that leads to a Washington first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And he finds a man, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 15-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. The slot man in motion right. Throwing now, Elway on 1st down. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Elway on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum.
All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, Elway. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by Ryan Shazier. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to take this one back to the 30.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Tretti. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me the flowers while I'm smelling. I'm talking about roses. Little girl in the green, mix it like a bar in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, South California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me up Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me?
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a San Francisco first down. Play clock winding down. On first, they'll throw with Elway. He's got his target, the tight end Newsome. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big-time run there by Anderson. 41 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the red zone now, Elway on first down. Screen play, Anderson. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Out of the gun, Elway steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. On second down, Elway. He goes underneath for Anderson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. Now fourth down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to launch this thing way down, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. 75 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage. So now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
Throwing now, Elway on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Play action, Elway. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Javon Curse in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Elway on third and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And fourth down coming up.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They'll send Hilton in motion right. They'll indeed go for it with Elway. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And now back out comes the offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but it's still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there.
Triple, please.
They rallied and made the tackle.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Clark. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll come out in the pistol. Handoff comes to Anderson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Now that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Elway. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The play clock's running. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Another pistol look here. They run it again with Anderson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They give them a gain of 37.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
They come up in an offset eye. On the toss, this is Blunt. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here. Offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Buying time to his left. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. Blunt, the lone running back. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Hilton goes in motion right. On second down, Elway. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Shift together here from the D-line.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll send Hilton in motion right. Final play of the half. It's Elway. He's going to go up top again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. T.Y. Hilton as time expires in the first half. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there. 43 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go now.
On first down, Elway. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry.
And did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. In the backfield is Anderson. After the interception, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Elway to throw on second. Screen play, Anderson. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, Elway. Caught left side by Hilton. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll indeed go for it with Elway. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now this offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go! Flex round!
Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Let's go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield. I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
Rest mode is the phoniest thing I've ever heard of.
Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Rest mode is so phony. You're not putting it back in rest mode.
Your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch.
He clearly doesn't have that type of money.
I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the...
Get trucked. Yo, CJ. No, hold on. Do what I... What? Trying to play 2K.
I'm on 2K.
Okay.
No, Kyrie, do what I do. Pay your mom like what I do. I remember that day I was in the party. Oh my, Isaiah, did your 2K,
No! Oh, still hasn't downloaded? Oh, yeah, the updated again?
Yo, why do they have another patch in the first place? I put my game in rest mode while I was
That's
doing
what
it.
I just did.
Yeah, but I was going for like
It says 8 hours left.
Mine had 25 minutes.
Too bad for
Outstanding field position.
Yo, he's going.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they had a great
Yo, said 8 hours. Yo, can one of y'all please join my court? Kyrie will be back on in a minute once he gets that 14-day trial.
Exactly what they're saying. That's working together. That's being in tandem right there.
You gotta get off every day to get a new trial.
Who's gonna put points on the board? I think you're exactly right.
Yo gotta go through the whole making a new account process. I'm in my court waiting on 2 other people to play part with me, or 4 people to play part with.
I'm about to play after this game. 3 minutes left.
Yo, y'all niggas better hurry up. I'm not waiting much longer. I'll wait for Steven and Xavier, but if Kyrie takes it.
Wait. Kyrie's talking? Who's talking?
There's an Adriana in Northeast that I know, but I know her. Talking to Xavier.
Oh, that man's
Exactly
always
right. I don't think the coordinator's
I
looking at
don't
his
care.
play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
The one what?
He's
Wait,
trying
what did you
to
say,
figure out how to
Xavier?
get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking at that sheet, you find people plays.
Oh, I heard of her. Yeah, why?
X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact
Xavier
right
ugly as shit.
Either your receiver gets it, or no
realize
one
that?
gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being
Xavier,
very
you need to
precise
get
with
a
it.
girl, bro. You need to talk to somebody, bro.
To throw is Elway. Left side caught by Matthews. 8 yards on the
They,
completion.
yo, do you know how many girls would just do it just to do it? Come on now.
And captain comeback John Elway, Charles, he's trying to do it again.
Yo,
Abby Crawford, I can name 6 of them off the top of my head.
is.
I think the stat that really leaps out at me, 12 times he did
No,
in the
she
You
playoffs.
see this?
she is.
This is costing me the
Go-
game.
He's taken down.
Steven.
Leonard Williams.
Steven.
Oh my
Getting him
God.
once.
Isn't it if you go up to Abby Crawford and ask her something, won't she
Look,
do
look,
it?
look. You said what?
Isn't it if you go up to Abby Crawford and ask her to suck your dick? Isn't it a 95%
even
chance
I
she'll do
did.
it? No, I'm talking about sucking your dick. Like, she will do it, just do it. She,
Yeah.
like, Raynon almost had her do it. In the
Oh,
locker
Diego
room, he
got
was like,
caught.
yeah, I had her walking in the...
Diego got called by
He did.
me.
Here we go. It's Elway on
Who is,
fourth down.
who is he getting it from?
Mary.
Who's Mary?
Mary Foyer, the white one.
She was sucking his dick?
Yup, in the Spanish locker room.
Ready to see what they can do here.
Who caught them?
Simply be looking
Michael.
to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Michael Lee.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score.
Oh, nah, yo, I did not know that. I did not know she was like that, bro.
Defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove
Why
here
not?
this go around. And it's
I was
incomplete.
like-
Boy, he doesn't
Alright, I'm
drop
about to
many
play.
like that.
CJ.
Invite to my court, X-Man Z 26. Where did
CJ,
you
I'm
come
about
up
to
with that
join your
name?
court.
Xavier?
We should play Pro-Am.
Hold on, I'm inviting you to Steven.
Wait, hold on. I'm just putting in the game.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I just invited you to. So just...
And I gotta switch accounts, so hold up. I'll be on my other account.